motorcycles in the night, flannel shirts and headlights bright, open roads and open sky. Clutch and throttle, twist and ride, gear and steel side by side. Tonight we're talking bikes and more at the Gentleman's Roundtable Show.
All right, she's warming up. Sounds like a chainsaw. Here we go. Try not to stall. No promises.
Well, hello, everybody. Welcome back to the Gentleman's Roundtable. We have special guests from Clutch and Throttle. Sam here. How you doing, Sam? Go and introduce yourself real quick.
Hey, what's up, guys? I'm Sam from Clutch and Throttle. Thanks for having me. I appreciate it.
What's up, Sam?
Thanks for coming on the show, brother.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
And of
Thank
course,
you
we
for
got
having
our normal guys. We got Doug,
Good to
we
have
got
you here.
First 508th, and Ann Ox. How you guys gentlemen doing this morning or this afternoon now?
Bad.
What's up? Doing good, man. Doing good.
Ready to roll.
And just so you guys know, just curious, where is everybody watching from tonight? And go and do the roll call real quick. So let's see those chats in there as well. And while we're waiting on everybody to tune in here and where they're coming from, Sam, let's go ahead and tell us how you got into it. Tell us a little bit of background of Clutch and Throttle and, what your game plan is and how you plan on making the mark in the business.
Yeah, so I started Clutch and Throttle about a year ago, and I kind of was just, I wanted to start a new business. I had just gotten back to working. I lost everything back in 2020. I got sick, couldn't work, lost everything over time, and then I was finally able to get better, and then I was able to rebuild my life. I started working more, and then one day, I come home, I'm chilling at home, and then I was sick, still sick, couldn't work. And my wife had an asthma attack. And I'm a respiratory therapist, so I know, how to do CPR. She pretty much died in my arms. She went to the hospital. They had done surgeries, everything that they could do to save her. And they ended up taking care of her. They got her. She walked out 2 weeks later, and I figured, I need to start working, get better, change my life. I got healthier, and then I started working, a lot, like 12-hour shifts, a week. And then, I was sitting at work one day, and I was like, man, I want to start a business. I just started writing several months prior, and I was like, dude, let's do it. I'm gonna do a motorcycle brand. And I was like, looking for a name, and I was like, man, it took me 3 days at work, those 3 shifts in a row, and it finally hit. I was like, man, throttle and clutch, throttle brake. I mean, all these names came through, and then Clutch and Throttle hit, and then I was like, okay, let's make a logo now. So I started messing around with the logo, and the logo came to be, and then it kind of just, it's okay, let me start my LLC, and then it went from there. And then I started trying to figure out, how to make product, which I started off with pins and keychains. And now I'm here
Right there.
making
That's that,
sunglasses and other shit, so yeah.
Awesome.
Sweet.
Nice. Yeah.
All right, so Doug, go ahead and ask your question, sir.
Yeah, man. So was there a specific brand or company that inspired you early on?
Yeah, so it's funny because I ran into the Dixon brand in 2024, like November 2024, roughly. And it was like a sickness, dude. Started collecting them, and
Yeah.
that's what kind of, then I was like, over those months that led up to me starting my brand, I was like, I saw how Dixon ran his. And so I was watching how Danny ran his brand, and I kind of formed a blueprint for my brand around that.
Yeah.
But then I got introduced to Hales as well from Steven Strickland. He's a great friend, man. And he showed me Hales when I met up with him once. And then I kind of became a fan, and it started going from there. So yeah, that's kind of how it started, the whole brand.
Yeah. My second one, man, is what product or drop are you most proud of so far, and why does that one mean so much to you?
I would say before it would have been the chain snatcher, because that
Yeah.
snapback hat, I mean, the blue one sold out in like 3 days, and I thought that was cool as shit. I only made 50 of them, of the blue one,
Mm.
and I was like, dang, like people really liked it. But as time went on, man, my ooze flannel and snapbacks, that is probably my greatest. I mean, that was my goal for a whole year, because I started in like March or April of last year trying to make a ooze flannel, and it just wouldn't come out. Then 3 months after I announced mine and the design and everything, Danny drops the ooze bamboo, and then he drops all 4 turtles months later, and I'm like,
Mm.
dude, it
Yeah.
kicked me in the gut, dude. I was like, dude, what am I gonna do? I just kept pushing, and I designed the hats, and the flannel selling out, and doing pre-order with another 160 on top of the original 100 selling, and the 120 hats selling out within a couple minutes. Was I think that shows what my brand's about, that
Cool.
it's
Yeah.
gonna be a hard-hitting brand.
Dude, I checked that ooze out, man. I really liked it a lot. So props to you, man. It looked
Thanks,
awesome.
man. Thanks. Yeah, it was. I mean, and like my flannels, they come with a keychain.
Yeah.
I just want to try to, I just want to be a little different. I'm trying to just do different things, and
Yeah.
but I mean, I love every other flannel company for the most part, man. Everyone does great shit. Everyone has their own unique style and patterns and
That's awesome, man.
size and
Yeah.
fabrics. So it's cool, man. It's all love over here, dude.
Yeah. There's enough love to share, man.
Oh, yeah.
And
Yeah,
everything.
yeah, big time.
Yeah.
100%.
For real.
And before we get to Ant's questions, I just want to give a shout out here. We got a couple people. We got Baker tuning in from Pennsylvania.
What's up,
we got
Baker?
Jimmy Guerrero coming
What's
in
up,
from
man?
Arizona, not too far.
What's
from
up,
you guys
Jimmy?
over there. We got let's see here. We got Glenn from Southwest Oklahoma. We got, look at this. We got Wicked, Wisconsin, Josh. I like that. Wicked, Wisconsin. And we got North Carolina. We got Myrtle Beach, South Carolina, Brian. And we got John. We got Yikes. Hey, man, what's up?
What's
Jay
up,
Larry.
Yeah.
Yikes.
Chad, you can go. Chad, you can go first, man. I'm gonna wait till last on this one. I don't want to steal any of your stuff.
Sure.
Chad's for you. Oh, there he is.
I know you're familiar with Chris Lopp and Funky Brims. He sells a lot of different hats for other hatters and that, and then also does releases of his own. That's pretty much what you do, except you're the flannel version of that. Would you say, or
Yeah. It's funny that
you sell other people's flannels?
Yeah, and the thing is I've seen how he operates, and that's pretty much what I do exactly. Where I retail other brands, and I have my own brand as well, and I like doing that. I like working with other people and seeing how they operate, and it helps grow the business. It really does, because you start to get their fans and involved with your brand, and Hales has just been fucking amazing, dude. Like with helping me grow my brand and allowing me to retail. And then, Funky Brims, Legend Flannels, all these flannel companies, Divided, and Rebel Reaper and Flannel Bunker. Hopefully I'm not forgetting anyone. I don't think I am, but these companies that allow me to sell their flannels, really helped me build my brand, because without that, I wouldn't have anything to sell while I'm, building my own. So it really helps, and I appreciate them all, man.
Yeah. A lot of our people who watch our live streams and that are real familiar with Funky Brims and what they do, and so I thought that would maybe give them a good comparison of kind of how you operate and what your website has, and you're pretty much like that for flannels.
Yeah, and I think did he open his store today?
And then the other question
Was it today?
Next this weekend.
was, I don't know what.
Okay, yeah. Shout out to Lop for that, man. That's fucking cool, dude. Just watching him, separate Functified to Funky Brims and have his own thing going while his wife has her thing going. It's fucking cool to see, bro. Really proud of him, and I look up to him as an owner and as a friend, man. He's been great. super helpful, man.
That's awesome, dude.
Yeah, we had him
Gotten a lot
on.
of
What do
nice
we have
hats
on?
from him over the last few years.
Yeah. What do we have
And
on?
then I just
still?
had one other question. Yep, yep. My other question is, when you started doing this, did you always plan to release your own flannels, or was that something you decided to do when you had success selling the other flannels for other companies, and you thought, hey, maybe I can design some
Yeah,
stuff
no,
too?
everyone was very aware that I wanted, I tried to be very, very clear from the start with everyone I retailed for, like, hey, I plan on doing my own flannels someday. And I asked for advice, and every company's been pretty solid with helping me learn and not fail, in a sense. So and watching these other companies make different flannel, fabrics and sizes, and it's really cool to see. And I know that, every company's gonna have their differences, and a lot of people don't see that. They feel like, oh, that flannel copied that flannel. It's not like that, dude. Everyone has their own shit they're doing. Um, and I I made it very clear from the start, and they were okay with it, and they still let me retail. So shout out to those companies that let me,
Awesome.
But he kind of does limited releases anyway, so it's not like you're stopping on something that somebody's got currently selling all the time, so the flannel patterns you can do, there's enough for everyone.
Yeah, man. I mean, it's unlimited, the colors and the designs. And when you look at different companies, man, you could tell they have a
Yeah.
certain style. Like Hale's, their flannels, there's a certain pattern to them, man. And it's not always the same, dude. It's Hale's just, Colin kills it every time, dude. His ideas are great. I'm not like I'm not gonna take credit for the pack. I didn't design the pattern. That was my boy, and shout out to Chris Knowles for putting that on, because his mind just works on another level. So he did that pattern, and I did all the artwork for the chest and everything, and said, okay, I'm gonna do the yellow snaps, and we put this together, and I believe it's a masterpiece, man. It's a badass flannel. Super happy with it. So but yeah, like I said, every flannel company has their style, and I could really tell, like, when it's a flannel by that company, I'm like, damn, that they made that. I could tell,
Mhm.
and I appreciate everybody's work, man, because it's all art to me.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah. So, man, I've been, I remember like it was about a year ago because I was just about getting my bike ready. And all of a sudden I saw you pop up on the caps and shirts page, Eric Bowman's page. And I was like, what is this clutch and throttle thing? So I ordered the pin to put on this Scally cap I got
Yeah,
from
I
Hot
totally remember
Leathers.
it.
Yeah, and then you sent me a bunch of stickers and keychains, and I'm like, this is cool. And it's funny how you said backstage that's how you started out. But
Yeah,
that that
stickers and
that's
pins.
that straight brim style is what I always used to wear, instead of the trucker like you were talking about. And I just gotta say, those caps that you have, man, they look so good with a straight brim that I don't think anybody could bend that brim. I haven't seen anybody try to do that. Like,
Yeah,
that's the style of
yesterday
that.
I sold one yesterday. Dude went "What?" and just fucking
No,
bent the shit out of it. I was like, okay, it can bend, but yeah, he did that.
that's why.
So
That's why it's
I
a good
think I
idea to
have
put
your
out the
pin
trucker.
behind me, bro.
Yeah, I got it on here.
I think I have your pin
Oh
somewhere.
yeah, and he also got the Anox pin, which big ups to him for that. Thanks for
Oh yeah,
supporting
bro.
me.
You know what? I remember who supports me, and
Yeah.
it's all love, bro. Like it always. Like I'll remember where I came from, and everybody who supported me or checked me out, shared my shit. I all my gearheads, all the people in my groups, my customers, my friends. They're not, a lot of them, dude, they're not just customers. They're like fucking friends and family, man. And I really appreciate every one of them, dude. And I remember. So, I appreciate you, bro, for doing that. I remember that for
Thanks, man. I appreciate you remembering that. That's what's so cool about this. Like you spoke about Chris Lopp and just that you can talk to
Yeah.
the owner of the company. But my
Yeah.
first question would be, we were talking a little bit backstage about that. Since you sell some of the funky brim stuff, would you consider going into doing a clutch and throttle scally cap at all?
Yeah, so I tried doing one with the ooze, and it came out like shit. So I was like, I told my guy, I was like, bro, that's not gonna happen. It looks terrible. It doesn't sit right. No. So We're still actively trying to make one for the pack. At least the all black and then a all yellow with the underbrim pattern of the Pac-Man flannel. So
Dude, that would be
um
cool.
and I was trying to get like a Pac-Man
Could
like
I ask what style would you go?
um the one I'm trying to do
What
is more
style
like a
Skelly? Yeah.
BSC. And I'm still new to, I mean, I have everyone a lops, but learning all the different styles, I'm so terrible. I'm still trying to learn. It's like
Yeah.
hats, right? I'm good with snapbacks and flat like rims like this. I'm cool.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
then people are like, "Oh, what about the A-frames?" I gotta look at the how it's designed and everything, and then try to replicate that and make it work. So the
The
BSC one, that more that duck bill look is what I'm trying to
yeah.
go for.
Right,
Especially
right.
because I don't
Yeah.
see Lop doing those, and I would like to kind of hit that market since he hasn't. I don't think he's touching those yet. I don't know. I only know the Hales ones
Not
he's doing,
really.
but just
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
flat,
Yeah.
which I fucking love, and his
Yeah, I haven't
newsboys,
seen any
bro.
duck bills from them.
So
Yeah,
yeah,
he
his
just pretty much
newsboys,
does the flat and then
the
Newsboy.
newsboy.
newsboy. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and those are
The
killer.
newsboy.
And the
Yeah.
patchwork, man. His shit fucking
Yeah.
flies, dude. I'll have some and they're gone in like a day or two. If I post it, I have two more left in the hot sizes, the 61s or the 60s are gone. So
Right.
he has a really hot
I really like
product.
the way his
Dude,
flat caps are
yeah.
coming out with Hales.
Yeah. Yeah.
But yeah, so a black and a yellow one just to kind of test it out and then see how that goes. But like I said, it all depends on how the samples come, which they're already shipping like today or tomorrow. And then I'll see how they are. And but yeah, I took some advice from Chris. I asked like, hey, what do you think? And I wasn't gonna do it, but I was curious what he thought about the fucking stretchy back. Because that's what
Oh,
got sent to me at first. And I was like,
yeah.
and he was
Yeah.
like, do not fucking do that.
Yeah.
And that
No,
was
no,
it.
no.
I was like,
Don't do
okay,
that
cool,
or the
just get
side
it.
strap or anything like that. Everybody goes for the fitted stuff for
No.
the most part.
Yeah,
Yeah.
okay.
For
Yeah,
real.
that's what I'm
Yeah.
hearing.
No.
So
Yeah.
it's
No buttons or anything, man.
The diaper
Just,
look.
yeah.
that was
Um,
another thing I was wondering because I remember
Yeah.
them back in the day having bun right here or something. But
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah, yeah. I
looking
mean,
at
I'll still
everyone's
rock. I'll still
designs.
rock something like that. I will, but
Well,
something
I
new.
was
We're going for the
yeah.
fitted
I was referring to like a snap on the back of
in
it,
the back.
Oh, I
like
didn't even
yeah.
know they made
Yeah.
those.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah. It's like a sizer back there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
got it.
Um,
Okay.
yeah, but my
Yeah.
second
There's a
question
couple
then would
different
be,
versions.
my second question would be, just take us back to the beginning of exactly how you hooked up with Hales and Funky Brims.
Yeah, I went on Hale's site because I was looking for brands to have on my site. Initially one of the first brands I dealt with was shout out to Flannel Bunker. He sold me like 50 flannels and I went and did a bunch of photo shoots with those, and it took fucking forever because like I had like 6 different flannels from him, and so I had to do photo shoots and post them, then sell those, and I did the next one, and I kind of like redropped his brand, and I sold them all out for the most part.
Right.
And I talked to Hales, I was like, hey, and I was retailing other brands too, and like I had Greasy Hands. I was a retailer for them as well. I still am. And I hit up Hales and I let him know, what was going on. I wanted to do my own flannel. And it all went well, and it's all history now. And I work with them and I think we're a really good fit. I think they're a great fucking company. And I really appreciate Hales and everything they've done. And we just dropped the giveaway today, so that was pretty fucking cool. For a vest and custom gloves for Livewire, which I can show
Cool.
now.
Yeah, go
So,
and show that. That's dope.
so here's the gloves. They're leather gloves. With the fabric from the flannel.
That's awesome, man. Yeah.
Yeah, says Hales and
Those
Clutch.
are cool. Yeah.
So, yeah, they came out dope, and then I had 2 vests made so far in large.
Wow.
So the interior
Wow.
is, Hale's flannel and their tag. I didn't want to add to the tag. I wanted to keep it nice and simple with theirs.
Yeah.
Nothing else on here says
That's really
Clutch
nice.
besides
I
the
like that.
chest tag. So the chest tag does
That's so
say Clutch.
awesome.
But I wanted to keep this very Hales feel. And it came out bitching, bro. Like double gun pockets.
I like that.
Yeah, double gun pockets. It has extenders on the side, so if you want to wear a hoodie or you gain a little weight, you can. You don't have to get a whole new vest. You know, you can just pop that, and it's extended. So sunglass pocket, you know, and a chest pocket for whatever, and came out bad, man. I love it. It's a really
That's
good
it.
looking vest.
Now you're making me want to get the
That's
live
sweet.
wire and that.
Yeah.
So yeah, it was a cool, fun little gig, and I'm thank you, shout out Hales for letting me do that because it's been on my mind for a while, and I finally got the courage to be like, hey, could we do something like this? And they approved it, and I was like, all right, cool.
Nice.
So yeah, just go enter. If you haven't, you just got to follow both groups on Facebook and comment on that post and Hale. Just follow all the rules and good luck because it's a one pretty. I mean, it's not one of a kind, but it pretty much is like that. It's gonna be accustomed to a man or a woman, and the vest size, the gloves it's all custom. So good luck.
Yeah,
Right.
that's awesome, man. I gotta get on that.
Any other questions, Ant? You got another one?
No, I think I got my two.
Chad?
Maybe we can circle back a little later.
Yeah, man. What kind of bike do you drive, man?
So-
yeah, I was gonna circle back to that one.
Ah,
Go
I'm
ahead, go
sorry.
ahead. Nah,
Yeah, so
perfect, man.
you know, like I mentioned earlier, I started riding in late 24, and I went to Harley Davidson because they're like, hey, so I checked out an ad, and then I put my info in so I could see the prices.
Yeah.
And then they called me the next day, hey, come down, we'll give you $1,000 credit towards anything. I was like, are you for real? So I thought they're full of shit, but I went anyways. And they're like, you could get whatever you want in the store with $1,000. And then I saw a bike that I was like, damn, I like that little bike. I would like to learn on that. So I told the guy, he's like, yeah, dude, it was a 2018 Harley Sportster. So I left with that, got it, took the class, got
Cool.
my license, rode it
Nice.
for like 2 months, argued with my wife, and fucking left and bought the Lowrider ST at 24. Like literally, we got an argument, and I came back with a new bike. She was like, "What the fuck," you know? And yeah, so I gave her the Sportster. I gave it to her, and
Cool.
yeah, so she rides, and then that's kind of how I was like, dude, that's what started me. You know, 2 months later, and that's when I started Clutch and Throttle.
Yeah.
So that's how I started
Oh, wow.
riding it. And
Dude,
yeah,
I don't ride, but I've always kind of liked those crap, what they're called, bobber type motorcycles.
Yeah, I like the
And,
bobbers.
Yeah.
yeah,
I always
yeah.
always wanted to get into that, man, but haven't found the courage to do so yet. So
You know what,
maybe-
dude? I would say just go down to Harley and just look, and then let
Yeah.
them sell you, because it's
Yeah.
fun, bro. It's
Yeah.
fun and it's scary, you know.
Yeah.
Being a respiratory therapist, I have patients who have been in motorcycle accidents and are you know in
Yeah.
vegetative states, and I understand that. And their families tell me, don't do that, don't ride. I'm like, I know, I get it, because it's not
Yeah.
just you, it's the other drivers that don't
Yeah.
see it, you know,
Yep.
and it's
Yeah.
not safe. But man, it is so fun. It is just fun, just cruising out the streets and you know, I throw my vest
Yeah.
on, my shades, and I just go, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
I
fun.
would want something, man, just for like around town, you know, just kind of
Yeah.
chill out on it. Yeah.
That's what I do, Dubs. I just go around
Yeah.
town. You don't see me out at night either.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't ride
I don't really
myself.
do highways and I don't do nighttime.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't ride myself either. My wife and I had a discussion. She said no after we got married, especially after a kid. But I, growing up, you know, I've been around them. You know, Myrtle Beach, we had the bike weeks. We had the one in the fall, one in the spring, and then you know, Memorial Weekend. And here, we had the Harley Davidson shop there. We got the Harley Davidson shop here in Wichita, this Twister City, and yeah, it's good. It's you know, things that people get a bad rep, but you know, it's during those weekends in Myrtle Beach, you know.
Yeah.
You always have, no matter what it is, when you get 100,000 people together, you're gonna get a couple knuckleheads. You know, but the majority of those people are doctors, lawyers. They just want to have a good time, and you know, but they get overshadowed by the idiots, which is anything. Yeah,
Yeah,
anytime you got testosterone going around with 18 to 27-year-olds,
I grew up with my dad had one, and I would ride on the back of it, like holding on for dear life, dude. And
Oh.
it was fun though, man. So I might get me one day. You never know.
Yeah, my
Yeah,
wife never
do
let
it. Let me
me take
know.
my
Hit
kids
me
on
up.
it.
Yeah,
I got to upgrade soon, I think, man. All this talking.
there you go.
You
There you go.
you got to
I
get
might
you
go
one
to
of those
Holly
from
later.
like the 70s, the Easy Rider ones with the handlebars all the way up here. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Great
Yeah.
movie. Great movie.
I need to stretch anyway,
Ape
man.
hangers.
That'd be my exercise. Yeah.
Yeah.
Any other questions before I ask my next one?
Go ahead.
So do you only like Harleys, or do you like Indian and other bikes, or?
Oh, you know what, dude?
That's what I was
Honestly,
trying to think of was Indian Bobber. That's the brand I was.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yes.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
really
I'm-
like the
I'm-
Indian bobbers.
I'm looking
I
at those
haven't
too,
ridden
man.
one, but their designs are killer too. I've always been a
Yeah.
fan. Like I've always seen Harleys, and that's
Yeah.
what I liked, So I was like, you know what, I'm gonna do that, and I'm glad I did. I'm happy with my Harley. I have zero issues so far, and it's been fun.
Cool.
Yeah, right now I'm trying to decide whether I should go. I got a Honda. I'm trying to decide whether I should go. And I've had that since 06.
Yeah.
It's a real reliable bike. But I'm
Yeah.
ready now.
I'd love to have one of those Indian
Yeah,
Oh,
and I'm thinking,
which Honda is
I'm
it?
going back and forth between Indian and Harley. I don't know, man. I've contacted both dealerships.
Yeah, no, it's funny because I bought my wife a Honda Rebel, and
Yep.
that's how so I bought it for her. But then I ended up riding it too because I was still
Yeah.
learning on the Sporty, and it was fun.
Yep.
It's a fun little bike. So it was only
Yeah.
a 300, and I ended up giving it to my pops. So I just gave it to him, and he started riding too. He was having fun with it. So
Yeah, those little
Yeah.
Rebels, man. That's what I learned on in the
Yeah.
school, in the riding school. I learned on a little Rebel 250, I think it was.
yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
They're fun. They're fun, dude.
Yeah.
It's a fun bike.
Definitely. I got a Shadow now, so but I
Yeah,
think I'm ready.
Shadows are cool.
Ready.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Moose.
That's your next investment then.
Yeah. So I buy too many damn hats, bro.
Yeah. Dude, you would have to give up your cap habit for sure, man.
Yeah, it's cutting into it.
Yeah.
Well, honey, you'll never guess. I'm not buying any more cash. But guess what else I'm doing?
But
Yeah.
guess what?
All right,
Oh,
so
man.
for
Start doing
those
helmet
watching
reviews.
here that are pretty much our audience, with Clutch and Throttle, go ahead and explain the whole website, what all you guys sell on there, and like there's more than just flannels from other companies. So go ahead and just go ahead and do your sales pitch here.
Yeah, man, I got so much random shit. I mean, when you go on my site, I got not just the flannels and snapbacks. I have, funky brims hats, so scally caps. But I have beard oil now. I got my own beard oil.
Really? I didn't even know
Cool.
that. Wow.
Yeah,
Cool.
so I have a beard oil.
That beard butter looked interesting that you had.
Yeah, so it's called Sweet Stank. It's fucking amazing stank.
Well,
It's up on the
Yeah.
site now?
Yeah, it is.
Oh,
yeah,
nice. I gotta check that out.
Yeah, I saw it today. It looked interesting.
yeah.
dude, I
so
like
got
that name. That name's cool. Yeah.
What else? Man, I can't even think. Custom. A lot of stuff's custom too. So I do stuff like custom flannels, custom vests, custom gloves, masks. It all depends on because I do a lot of stuff custom for clubs. So the MC clubs that are down here that know me. I sell. I got some helmets on there. It's just a lot of stuff, dude. If you go through there, I mean, hoodies, t-shirts, all my branded stuff. And it's just more to come. There's just way more stuff coming. It just takes time, with me being such a small brand, every drop counts. So I try to make every drop as best I can that I think it's going to sell out so I could just move on to the next project.
And we just had a comment in the chat. Basically, a one-stop shop, and that's pretty much it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's the plan is to have. I've only had one customer so far that's bought 3 flannels from different companies in one transaction. So I'm waiting for more of those because it's cool to see people message me and be like, "Hey, how's the fit on this brand compared to this?" I'm like, and I'm able to tell them because I kind of study these flannels to see how to improve my own, you know, and improve my brand, you know, daily, you know, with hats. If you look at my first hat, I posted the other day, my first hat to my new hats, there's a big difference in quality. And I'm always looking to improve even now. I had a buddy say, hey, you know, your hat, it doesn't fit me like this one. And he shows me a new era hat. And I'm like, shit, okay, let me look into that. You know, how do I improve my brand? You know, because there's always room for improvement anywhere.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
So sizing on your flannels, would you say it's your brand to Dixon, or do you run a little smaller or bigger? Or?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm trying. What I did is I went with Dixon's kind of size chart, and for the most part, it seems pretty on par with it. Like it's pretty on point. The women's and the kids flannel was pretty on point too. Now the women's, it was really tight, like small, undersized. Even if you sized up one, it was still a little snug from what I heard. And I took that into consideration. And honestly, um, I would love to work towards getting like a women's cut like Hales, because I haven't heard nothing but the best praise for Hale's women's cuts. Um, my own wife, she said it's better than Dixon's. I've heard it in the communities. And you can see it when you really put them up against each other. It's just a better fucking design, dudes. The flare, the darts, the right here in the arms, it's just a little looser than Dixon's, being really tight, and it's just a all around really good flannel. And even their men's, dude, I love their men's size too. It's great. So yeah, it's you know, every company has their differences in sizing, and I just kind of went with Dixon because that's what everyone asked for. Hey, is it similar to Dixon? Now I'm seeing a lot more. Is it similar to Hales? You know,
Yeah.
so you're starting to see, you know, that jump in difference over the last year. When at first all I would hear is it like Dixon? Is it like Dixon? Now I'm
Yep.
seeing more like, is it like Hales and Dixon, or is it like Hales? So it's you know, it's cool to see that bigger
Yeah.
trend, at least for me. I mean, I don't know what everyone
Is
else sees.
is Hale's size different than Dixon?
Excuse me.
Is Hale's size different than
Oh
Dixon?
yeah.
I don't have any Hale's flannels.
Oh.
I get it, bro.
Said that on
Yeah.
live. No,
Yeah.
so
They're a
Hales,
good flannel. Yeah.
yeah, Hales a
I've got
little
a bunch of
looser.
Hale's hats, but no flannel.
Yeah, Hale's a little looser. Some
Looser.
people can actually size down. I wouldn't recommend it. For me, I just wear both. You know, I wear large almost in everything. So that one with Hales, you know, it is a little looser, but I would say stick to the same size chart initially, at least.
Yeah, it's funny you said that
Wow.
about the Hales. People are saying all about Dixon. The Hales, Hales is definitely more roomy. But how you were
Yeah.
saying, like everybody was comparing it to Dixon now, that's the same thing happening on the Scally Cap side. People are always like comparing it to Boston Scally. But
Yeah.
now
Yeah.
you've got so many major players there. How's it feel compared to Peaky Hat? How's it feel
Yeah.
compared to Rad Cap?
Yep.
And it's awesome to see because, like I said, there's enough money out there for everybody.
Exactly. And that's what everyone should
Yeah.
see. But some companies
Yeah.
don't see it that way, bro. It's crazy how cutthroat this industry is, and I've seen it firsthand, you know. And I won't get into one of the things that happened to me, but yeah, I was threatened, you know, by a bigger company, and it was, I don't want to say who or whatever, and the people that do know, they know. And it really shot me down for a whole week, man. I was bummed. I was like, dang, for real, like that? Okay, cool.
Mm.
It was a experience that really like opened my eyes, and
Yeah.
that's why I'm so appreciative of you know, brands like Hales and Lop, that and Legend and Divided and I mean, I'm sorry, Flannel Bunker, because you know, Rebel Reaper, they know where I'm coming from and my struggles, and they know I'm just trying to grow and become a good, you know, business owner and drop shit that people like, dude. And it's shown, you know.
Dude, my first Hell's flannel was the Springwood Slasher. Man, that thing was awesome, dude. I loved it. Yeah.
Man, that thing, for me, that's the best Freddy flannel out, dude.
Yeah.
I
I do agree. Yes, it is.
and
Yeah.
the cap drop, I think he did like fucking Lop did what, like fucking 4 or 5
5 or
caps?
6. Yeah. 5 or
6
6,
shit,
I
dude.
think. Yeah.
I had the
I got the leather
fedora.
flat
I had
cap
it,
from that
dude.
drop.
It was fucking
I got the
killer.
leather
But
flat too. Yeah, a
yeah,
nice
it was
hat.
just so that and the flats,
Yeah.
dude, the leather flat,
Yeah.
which I'm so happy he did a leather with Bike Night because I missed the Freddy one and
Yeah.
Yeah.
dude, killer, bro. That was a killer
Yeah.
drop. Like all the
For real.
Hail snapback, that snapback is by far my favorite fucking Hail snapback by far. That thing, perfect fucking design. I loved it. So
Yeah.
shout out to Hales and Lop on that drop because that
For
that
real.
fucking flannel was killer, dude. Super
Yeah, what
sure,
I
dope.
always
man.
said, what I always said
Props.
about Hales is Hales. It feels like you can't wrinkle the Hales. You know, they
That
just never wrinkle, man.
yeah, dude. And then I go get my ooze and that I wear it once. I sit down and I would stand up. The shit's all wrinkled. So I was like telling everybody, like, hey, give me some slack with my first flannel, but I promise I'm gonna work towards the best shit I can. And with the pack, I feel like when I pulled it out of the package, I was like, oh, thank God, it's not all fucking destroyed and wrinkled, you know?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, Hales, I mean, great fucking it's a great blend, you know, and their threads, if you go out in the sun, they shine.
Mhm.
I mean, if you go out and put this thing in the sun, the black shines.
Yeah,
It's a really nice flannel, dude. I feel like it's a much more dressy flannel. You know, I could go out to dinner and look classy and look dressy with their stuff.
yeah. Was the ooze your first clutch and throttle flannel drop? Or did you have one before that?
So I don't okay, kind of. So what happened was I wasn't even gonna do flannels yet. I was still stressed out trying to focus on trying to make the best flannel I could. And I felt like it was gonna be forever. And then a club comes up to me and it's like, hey, do you know anything about like making a flannel? We'd like to make one. You know, what do you think? And I'm like, you know what, dude? Let's do it. So this club hit me up, and it was like a firefighter club, MC, and I designed the tags and everything. We got everything going, and I sent it out, and they got it, and I got nothing but good feedback. And I was like, damn, okay, cool. So let me try to do the ooze now. So technically, the ooze is my first public flannel, but it's really my second flannel I did. But
Right.
you know, I really do consider it my first because that was my real drop, you know. And but that flannel that I did for that MC, it really helped me build the brand a little bit because that boosted my confidence, you know.
Mhm.
And it came out really nice. It looks, if you're familiar with Dixon's DBK, that's what the design pattern looks like.
I think it's going to be real successful, man. That pack, man, looks awesome.
Oh, jeez.
So yeah, it does, man. For real. I
Yeah,
like
we'll go ahead. We'll go ahead and get into that now. I was going to wait till that till later, but yeah, that pack. Just so you guys know who are watching, Clutch Throttle Sam's is releasing a flannel called the Pack, and and here he is right there. It's actually
Nice.
has the colors of Pac-Man on there. And
Yeah.
It's going to be one of those ones that I think is. Oh my gosh, look at that.
That's sick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This guy's going to get me back into the flat brim
Take-
ball
take
cap.
my money. Yep. Yeah.
And this is a sample. It's gonna come. The snapback's gonna come in 7 colors, I think.
Right.
Yellow.
Oh wow.
Yeah, so it's gonna be yellow, black, red, orange, blue. A kind of a blue. It's more like a tealish blue, and then a lavender pink.
I like that yellow and black.
But man,
Yeah.
all of them look killer. And then I might drop, like I told you guys earlier, might drop that matching scally if I can, if it
Dude,
comes
that
out.
would be awesome.
Yeah,
Or would
That'd
you?
be sick.
So
That would be
you would
sick.
wrap that in the flannel, right? Or would you just
So
go? Yeah.
initially, what I want to do is test out just getting the yellow and black, whatever that fabric is that I end up going with, and then doing the underbrim with the flannel pattern. I could probably do the flannel
Yeah.
pattern on top as well, but I
Yeah.
kind of want to just test the waters first
Yeah.
and see how this goes. Be safe with something
Yeah.
that's just flat that they could use with anything, you know, because
Yeah.
ultimately it's a big risk for my company.
Yeah.
Right.
Still diving in with you know, having funky brims on my site. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a good
and
idea,
then
actually.
yeah, the flannel is gonna be great. The hats, so yeah, it's gonna be a fun drop.
Well, seeing that hat there, it took me back to my 20s, where I used to sit in the front row with a bunch of ones. just go ahead and take my money.
Yeah, dude. It was fun, dude. It's fun designing these hats because I'm already designing the next drop. So it's cool to see people's reaction when I kind of tease it and like, hey, dude, check this out. And they're like, oh shit, because that's the point of the brand is to really bring back some fun nostalgia and fun pop culture references.
Oh yeah.
So
Yeah.
I would say all of us here are definitely middle aged, and when we see stuff like that, I mean, it's just that nostalgia feel. Like you're saying, it's like, okay, I don't know if you can see in the background, I got a shit ton of He-Man toys.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
Dude.
we all love the toys. So I had to go with the Transformer packaging. Shout out to
That's sick.
That is sweet.
Burnout right
Yeah.
here. This
That's
is
awesome.
this is the Burnout. I'm gonna have this will be super limited. 100 total, 4 different colorways. This is gonna be a nightmare to put together because I gotta put every one of these plastic pieces
Nice.
on the back cardboard.
Oh man.
But man,
So that's what you meant by that. I was wondering, you were talking about the Transformer. I'm like, so now I know what you mean.
Yeah.
So you
Oh,
pop
wow.
that off, and
Nice.
there we go. Under brim is like the grid.
Uh-huh.
Nice.
Well, that's a really cool way to ship them too.
Oh, with that, is
For
that the
real.
auto, the
Yeah.
Decepticon thing on the side?
Yeah,
Sick.
yeah. It's a CT in there, so it's not their like actual logo. So,
Gotcha.
but
Yeah, that's pretty
yeah,
cool.
man.
I like that.
I would have showed you guys the pack right now, the flannel, but I'm doing a collaboration with Mitchie Slick, San Diego rapper, West Coast rapper. He is actually gonna wear the flannel in a music video he's doing, so that's why he has it right now. So that's pretty cool for me. It's gonna be a cool collab.
Cool.
Having him wear that because me and him are gonna drop a flannel collab down the road. So it's already in the works. It's gonna be a cool pattern. I hope everyone enjoys it because it's gonna be dope. So
Yeah, I can't wait to see the
Nice.
video too. It's gonna be
yeah,
nice.
For real.
shout out Mitchie Slick, man. Appreciate you, bro.
Yeah, well, and I'm a pretty good hip hop fanatic, especially underground, especially on the West Coast. I mean, you guys got a ton out there. You got X-Rated, you had Blood Brother Lynch Hung. I mean,
That's the hard rap right there. Yeah.
People don't know that Moose is a hip hop head. People don't realize that.
Season of the Sickness, man. One of the classics right there. So
most definitely. Yeah.
His next album that he's dropping is called Cheese and Crackers, man. So,
hard.
He said that before when I said, Moose, where's the link? And I called him up. Like, Moose, where's the link? I got to get on the live. He goes, cheese and crackers.
Yeah.
That's become a classic line, though.
Yeah.
It's great. I love it.
So now, Sam, I'm going to go ahead and jump into another question here. The next thing. Do you have any other collabs lined up at all in the future?
Yeah, man. It's been so when I first did my Harley pop-up, my first one last year, I was approached by Marcos from POD, and it was funny because I didn't know who it was. He just comes up, he's like, hey, I like your vest. And I'm like, oh, it's a sample. It's not for sale. He goes, how much is it? I'm like, I'm not selling it, bro. You don't want this one. It's just it doesn't have the double gun pockets. It's just for show. And then he goes, oh, okay, well, I'm DJing today. I'm Marcos from POD. I said, oh shit. And I grabbed it. I said, this is yours, bro. And I gave him the matching gloves. I said, he's like, no, I don't want a handout. I'm like, no, bro. I grew up listening to you. Like, are you serious? You were part of my childhood, man. And so from there, he's like, oh, let's take a picture. He's like, he gave me his number. He's like, hey, don't give this out. I'm like, all right, bro. And then we hit it off, dude. And then a week later, we go have coffee. We discuss a giveaway for a vest. And then we discuss even selling the vest, as a collaboration. And so this happened about 9 months ago, roughly, and we're still in the works. I actually talked to him today about it. I talked to his manager last Friday. It's a long process because of licensing and everything, but hopefully it still goes through. But we just never know. But I'm really hoping it does because the design for the vest is killer. It's like a bronze stitch with POD's logos inside. And you can actually see it if you go to my Instagram, Clutch and Throttle Gear.
Oh, cool.
You can actually see the vest and him wearing the vest and the gloves. It's pinned at the top. They made the post, so shout out to POD on that.
I think I've seen that. Yeah.
They have such an awesome looking logo,
Right.
man. Their
Oh
logo's
yeah.
just real cool. Yeah.
Yeah, and if you check out Veritas, that the vest is based off that album. That album, I was
Okay.
like, bro. So he's like, "Did you hear the new album?" I was like, and me, I'm just like, truthful as shit. I'm like, I didn't even know you guys were still making music. He's like, "What?" He's like, "What?" And I'm
Well,
like, "Dude." But man, if you hear that album, it's a really good fucking album.
well,
Like it
I was going to
really.
ask
I gotta
you,
check that out.
what instrument does he play? Because the singer, his name is Sonny, right?
Yeah,
Or
Sonny.
yeah.
Sonny's the
Okay.
singer.
Yeah.
Marcos is the guitarist.
Oh, okay.
And then
Gotcha.
Trey is the bassist. And then they have this guy Zachary now. He's the drummer. Fucking cool as shit.
Yeah.
And they actually invited. Marcos invited me to one of his shows, and so we went to Colorado, and we got to chill with them. We sat on the we were in the tour bus, and then the next day they drove us to go to we went to a haunted house. We had a whole like fun weekend with them. So it was really
That's
cool
cool, man.
to chill
That's
with
really
them.
Awesome.
cool.
So um
Yeah.
so that's one of the collabs. I'm hoping to try to get one with Flyleaf, which is another band from the early 2000s. After POD or Marcos posted me up, the original drummer from Papa Roach hit me up,
Uh-huh.
Nice.
and he was like, "Oh, are you gonna make stickers of your slimy bonehead? It's one of my designs." And I'm like, "Now I am." I barely posted it up, just the artwork, and he was like, and his name's Dave Buckner, the original drummer from Papa Roach, and so I'm like, "Hell yeah, dude!" So then I sent him a shirt, and he wore it, did a video. It was badass. He did like a little video riding with it, and
Nice.
everything was cool. Um, and then he actually sent me some drumsticks.
Oh yeah, I see him. Yeah.
Yeah. So I was like, bro, can I get some fucking drumsticks? And he sent me his own. Well,
Oh, sweet.
I was gonna send him some to sign, and then he sent me
Yeah.
his own actual drumsticks that are branded. And then he
Nice.
sent me this letter, saying like some cool
Nice.
shit, and he signed it for me. So,
Dude, I like how you
shout
have
out
that
Dave
frame,
Buckner,
man.
man.
Yeah, it
I
looks
like
awesome framed.
Yeah, I like how
That
you
is
have
pretty
that
cool.
frame.
Yeah, that's cool.
Well,
Yeah, I
like
mean,
you said, POD, those guys, I mean, in the 2000s, Outlaw Josie
Yeah.
Scott, things like that. I mean, those guys were just killing it back then.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, and they're still
Yeah.
doing shows and
Oh,
still
yeah.
selling out tours, man. They're killing it, and I'm happy to have met Marcos, and we're actually gonna go to breakfast on Thursday. So um yeah, I'm gonna just
That's cool.
discuss some stuff with him, and it's just a fucking great friendship, man. He's been awesome to me, and he took me kind of under his wing and tried to like give me advice, and he's been very, very helpful. He's a really, really good person.
Yeah.
Shout out
Nice.
Marcos, man. Appreciate you, bro.
That's great.
Awesome.
Crazy things what leads to, like small world type incidences. And it just, yeah, like I said, if it
Yo.
wasn't for
Open.
Clutch and Throttle, it never would have happened. Yeah. So it's,
Yeah, and like I was getting to is I'm making a flannel for the guitarist from Flyleaf, Samir. He actually bought some gloves off my site. He's like, he hit me up, and I go and look. I'm like, no way. I was like, bro, dude, that's so cool. Like, are you serious? Like, it's cool to see that, because I grew up listening to Flyleaf, so
Mhm.
I actually told him like, hey, bro, can I make you a flannel based off your first album? The self-titled album. And so it's the color of his album, and then it has the album artwork, and I made him one for him. And I was like, bro, just show some love. He's like, yeah, I'll wear it on my when I play. I'm like, that's
Yeah.
cool. I mean, I'm hoping they would be like, hey, let's do a flannel, because dude, I would love to do a collab with them. It'd be
Yeah.
fucking rad,
Nice.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's been cool, having these little like these encounters with people I grew up listening to, with Mitchie Slick, Marcos and Samir, Dave Buckner is another one. So it's really cool to have these contacts, and they're really down to earth people, man. All of them that I mentioned right now have been great.
That's
It's
awesome.
awesome.
Yeah.
All right.
Cool.
Before I keep on asking questions, anybody, any of you three have any more questions right now? For right now?
You
Well,
want the audience questions, maybe?
yeah.
Unless anybody else has any.
He had mentioned the Clutch Fest, man. Maybe talk
Yes.
about that a little bit. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Yeah, so I knew a year was coming up soon, and a couple months ago, I was like, "Damn, I want to do something for my 1 year." And San Diego Harley has been my like home base for the brand, where I do a lot of pop ups, and so I was like, "Hey, can we do like an event here for my 1 year?" And I was able to get like 20 vendors there, and it was a good experience for me to see how to kind of get it going. Shout out to our event coordinator, Brandy, who set that up, because it's a nightmare to set up an event like that. It's a lot of moving parts. Um, and we still, being so small, we didn't have any stunt shows or anything, but it was a good turnout. Thank you to all the vendors who showed up for us and participated, because you never know if it's going to be a good day for sales or not, especially on a Sunday. But they showed up, people showed up for Clutch, and it was a fun day. I was really happy with how it turned out,
Yeah.
and I couldn't expect more.
Cool.
I'm just appreciative that I'm able to do this and have my first annual Clutch Fest made, and done. Super fun. So hoping for a better one next year, bigger and more fun. So
Cool.
That's awesome, man. Because I saw you on the live. I saw you live doing that, like walking through and talking about it. You're like, I'm so tired, and I was so
yeah,
tired that day too because of the time change.
yeah.
Right?
I was burnt out, man. I was
Yeah.
burnt out, but it was so fun just meeting everybody and meeting new people, and people telling me that they love my brand, and seeing like I saw like maybe 7 or 8 people wearing my hats.
Awesome. Oh,
That's great.
oh, I think you got a call.
We lose him.
We lost him. Blackout.
He did warn us, man. So
He'll come back on.
He warned you. What he said?
He's going through his phone, and that happened before we even started the show.
yeah.
Oh, really?
Where he got a call. He's joining
He'll
now.
be back.
There we go. I got
There he
a
is.
call.
Here he comes.
There, I got a call. My bad. But
There we go.
yeah. So Clutch Fest, it was amazing, and I'm hoping for a better one next year.
Well, dude,
Nice.
you keep making all the music contacts, man. You can make it into like a music fest too.
Yeah.
Slash,
Oh,
yeah,
Oh yeah.
Hell
like a
yeah.
cool
Clutch Fest.
event.
Jump on a
Yeah.
warp tour.
Dude, I would love to do a warp tour. Shit, that'd be fun.
That's coming back
Yeah.
now. I think they're doing
Yeah,
it.
yeah, it's coming back. That's
Oh,
cool,
really?
dude.
Yeah.
So is Ozfest. Yeah.
Limited places I saw, but the bands
Yeah.
keep jumping on it. They're adding bands. They'll probably add locations too.
Hmm.
We could all go there and pull an Achilles out in the pit.
Yeah. Act like we're 20 years old again. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm too old for that. I'll get burnt
Dang,
out. Dude.
sciatica, man.
I'll get destroyed.
Yep. Got to stand to the side and just watch now.
Yeah.
You got any questions there, Dub, for him?
Nah, man, I'm good, dude. Just I appreciate you coming on, bro.
Yep.
Chad, you got any other
Yeah.
questions before I go to the next little tier?
Yeah. No, thanks a lot for coming on. I'm going to pick up some of that beard butter from you. I thought that sounded pretty interesting.
Yeah, appreciate
Me
it.
too. Me too.
Yeah, so it's actually, so I want to make that clear. It's so Grindstone, if you guys are familiar, man, shout out to Grindstone. I haven't even talked about Grindstone, man. Shout out to Daniel. I appreciate you, bro. Man, he manufactured, so he allowed me to get one of his discontinued scents. I love Grindstone. I fuck with that brand. I use their shit regularly. He let me rebrand that and use that scent. So it's a great scent. It's my favorite one of his, and he was gonna stop it. I was like, bro, let me get that. He allowed me to sell it. He manufactures for me. And it's a great product. I love it.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, so shout out to Grindstone, one of the other companies that I don't even know how I'd even fucking missed giving him a shout out, because man, he's been great. Me and him trying to work on doing some stuff, and he's been a solid friend and partner, dude, to discuss shit with.
Awesome. Yeah, I gotta check some of that stuff out.
Cool.
All right, so we
Yeah.
got two questions here. One from the chat here.
Yeah.
The kind of music you ride to.
Music I write, you know what? It depends. It depends on what I'm feeling like. Sometimes it's rap, and sometimes it could be like metal. Sometimes it could be Britney Spears. I mean, I don't know what I want, dude. You know, it really depends. It just it's all about the mood. You know, like I'm like fuck. And the time of the day might help too, and if it, with how I'm feeling. So it really depends. But usually I'll go with rap. You know, some West Coast rappers. You know, I'll hear the Game or Exhibit, Dre. Um, so yeah, that's pretty much what I'll go with.
Little Dub C, Mac 10 in the action.
Yeah, yep. That's yep.
So we got the
Ice
we got the
Cube.
intro right then. Dub's got the intro right. He nailed that song.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah.
All right, so we're going to ask you one final question here. And this is going to have you put your thinking cap on. So in 5 years, where do you hope to see Clutch and Throttle at in the game?
Shoot, man, you know what? So I've had like goals, you know, and I actually haven't thought 5 years in advance. Because you know, I've always been like, okay, I need to do this now. You know, with what I have, I need to do this goal. This is my next goal. I could tell you right now that, you know, one of my goals was to get a trailer because I was doing pop-ups with 2 SUVs, you know, taking all my shit with 2 SUVs to one place. I finally was able to get a small little trailer. I call it the Chode. It's tiny, dude, but it gets the job done, you know. And so I have that now. And so, you know, the next step, you know, for me, honestly, like one of my goals before my goal, it was weird. My goal was to retail for Dixon, like actually fully retail, like be a retailer for them. Like it was some grail, you know. But then, you know, after things happened and I understood, you know, some things just aren't meant to happen. Um one of my main goals now is to do something like Lop did with Hales. So hopefully someday that can happen. Um, I want to do it like a collab with them. Not even a collab, it's just like an exclusive maybe, and get something like that going because it's super fun when it's like that, you know.
Yeah.
But you know, as far as like other goals, man, you know, I'm just happy with what I'm doing and how I'm growing. You know, I've grown very, you know, in 1 year, I think I've done a lot. And you know, it shows. I think, you know, a lot of my customers tell me they're proud of me. My friends, you know, they're really, you know, they're there for me and they've seen the growth. And I think as long as I can just keep perfecting the product, that's my goal, is to keep making fun shit and better shit, you know, always try to beat out the last drop with how can I make something better, you know. That's the goal, you know, ultimately, because I don't ever want to be in 5 years be where I'm at now as far as the product. I want to have something that's better than it was today.
Yeah. Well, I always say, you do what you love, you'll never have to work a day in your life. Yep.
Oh yeah, I love it, man.
Yeah.
I love it. I love working with everybody. I love doing shit like this, talking with you guys, and you know, talking with my customers or my friends. You know, I got a lot of homies just messaging me, checking in on me because you know, I put out a lot of you know, some real personal stuff, dude. I do put out a lot of personal posts, and I try to let people know, you know, mental, you know, sometimes I'm not there mentally. I'm like stressed out, you know, and it's all part of the game, dude. Working so much and not being able to spend time with the family because you're working and burnt out and trying to get sleep when I can. Because sometimes I was doing, you know, I was working on a Friday night, 12 hours, and then the next day go to a pop-up at Harley Davidson, and then right after that drive back to work and do another 12-hour shift.
Wow.
And you know, some people don't know that. A lot of my customers know it. They've seen it. I'll be like, "Hey, they'll message me, how you doing, bro?" And I'm doing this, man. You know, so um, it's it's hard, and I try to let people know. Sometimes I just want to put it out there because that's how I vent. You know, I can't. Sometimes that you really don't have anyone to talk to. Sometimes, and you just kind of put it out there, and you get some feedback from people that actually give a shit. You know.
Yeah.
So yeah, but yeah, man. Hopefully in 5 years, it's a much different game, and I'm able to just kind of be consistent with my drops, designs, and everything. And hopefully, you guys will see more growth You know, a lot of growth from today.
We've seen a lot in a year, so definitely looking
Oh,
forward
yeah.
I
to it.
wish you the best of luck with everything.
Yeah,
Thanks,
there was
man.
actually a
Appreciate that.
comment in the chat. So
Oh, yeah.
that's a great answer, Sam. He was like, "It's all about now, maybe a little into the future. Too much to do now," and that's
Yeah.
exactly
Live for
the
today.
mindset you should have. Yeah,
Like you're
Yeah.
freezing me out.
Yeah.
yeah. That was you know, it makes you respect the small business. I'm a huge supporter of small business. All these guys are here,
Yep.
and having you come on here and just basically being genuine like you are yourself. I mean, how do you not love that? It's
Yeah, and that's the thing. I try not to have a filter. Like my posts are fucking crazy sometimes. People are like, "What the fuck you posting, dude?" And I'm like, I don't give a fuck. I'm not. I'm professional to a point.
Yeah.
Ultimately, I'll be professional with how I respond to my customers and my friends, and
right.
and everything has its time and place. I want to let people know I'm cool as fuck to chill and talk with, whatever. And I love, when people give me honest feedback too, because I can't grow unless somebody tells me like, "Hey, this fucking sucked." I'm like,
Yeah.
"Shit, let me look," and I'm like, "Oh yeah, you're right. Okay, how can I fix this and improve?" And that's what I tell all my friends and my customers. Like, "Hey, let me know, how it fits, how the design is, what I can make better." And I've made adjustments based off that, because I can't grow and I can't make better products unless I know. And I appreciate the real ones who tell me how it is.
And those are the people you want to surround yourself with. There's
For
too many
real.
yes men out there in the world that it's
Yeah,
That'll
I was just
bury me.
having
Most
a
definitely.
conversation like that with one of the guys who I know is watching right now. Because you shouted him out earlier. We were just having a conversation about that, how positive all of our groups are and our whole community. But then sometimes maybe that could be to a fault because you don't want to be so positive that you're phony. You want to give that constructive criticism sometimes. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
exactly. And we actually discussed this before the show. The stuff with Hales and their drops being limited right now and selling out immediately. It's
Yeah.
and I always try to tell people like you can't blame the small businesses, dude. Like
No.
we're ordering, months in advance, and we don't
Yeah.
know how it's gonna sell or how much we're gonna grow within those months. And Hales grew exponentially from Livewire to now, and
Yeah.
they still can't catch up because it's just growing. People are coming from that other brand, and unrealizing that Hales is just a better brand than the D. It is what it is,
Yep.
and they can't meet that demand, and it sucks. But at the same time, these people that aren't getting the flannel on that night on that drop, they're just not being patient enough to wait till the next day and call a Harley Davidson where they have stock.
Yeah.
I'm selling out immediately too
Yeah.
because I can only have so much stock, because if I don't sell out, I'm gonna hurt myself. And if I hurt my
Exactly.
brand,
exactly.
it's not good for anyone because I can't drop my dope shit. So
Yeah.
Dude.
You
Like
always
I
got to
told you-
factor in the risk reward, and
yeah,
especially with you take too big of a risk. Next thing you know, you're closing your shop, and it's not worth it. Yep.
Yeah.
Like I told you in the lobby, man. And when Hell sold out, my wife came to your website, dude, and we appreciate people like you, man. So
yeah,
it's
man.
awesome
And I
thing.
appreciate that, bro. Like,
Yeah.
especially having women's, it's a night. You just never know, dude. Some women's might sell, but for the most part, if you have women's, it should be a purple or a teal or a pink, because
Yeah.
the other colors really don't sell, and it's hard to carry women's, even the kids, because
Yeah.
these drop so fast that I'm like, hey, if it was me, I'd be like, hey, fuck my kid. I need to get my flannel first. I'll come get his shit later.
Oh yeah.
And that's what happens. I guarantee it. No one's like going for their kid's shit. They're like, I want my fucking flannel. I want my hat. Fuck that kid. And it is what it is. So, and that's the thing is, you learn how these drops kind of go, and it's like you got a chance where to go to as a customer. And I'm thankful I don't have to do it anymore, because man, I'd be stressed out, dude. I'm already with some brands I get stressed out trying to do drops. So
Yeah.
Hales is just, I know it's been a nightmare for people, but we're trying to plan. I'm trying to plan ahead, and hopefully I'm not screwing myself, but I'm trying to plan ahead for the future drops, so hopefully it works out.
And when can with I had another question in the chat, like when can we anticipate that the pack actually going for sale on your site?
So based off, okay, like there's a lot of moving parts, right? So I got hats. Hats take me, like right now I'm redoing the samples because the colors didn't match up with my flannel. So I literally got my flannel and I got the fabric and I was like, okay, the pink was wrong. It's more like a lavender. And then I got the blue. It was more like a teal. So I had to adjust those. And then I had to adjust the design because some of the hats didn't have this block. And I felt like this block made the hat. Like it just really, it made it pop. So I put that on all of them. And then this was so cluttered that I was trying to fill up the clutch and throttle with color, and it just came out looking just like mush. So I adjusted it to only have 4 ghosts when I was putting several on there. And then the underbrim was just, I thought it was good. So I just kept it the same. But, so after adjusting everything, I have to re-see the samples. Once the samples are, I'm not even going to have them shipped. Just look at them, say, hey, they're good. Go into production. That takes about a month, roughly. But the flannel is where it takes a while because, I'm still learning how long it takes from doing 100 flannels to now tripling. So the pack is going to be tripled in numbers because of the feedback I got from the ooze and from posting it. I mean, dude, everyone seems to want it. So I'm like, okay, let's try to adjust the numbers a bit. And I might still adjust that based off how the brand grows in the next month. So I ordered enough fabric just in case if I need to, so there's a lot of moving parts. I still got to get the pins because most of my hats are including a pin. So it'll have a pin. This one won't have a box because boxes are so much space and time consuming to put together that it's just too hard. Even the transformer packaging is a nightmare. So, I'm only going to do those on like super limited drops. Like the ooze, I actually have 6 or 7 new colorways coming. So that's another drop coming. So I have those as well coming. So it's the same design, it says clutch and it looks like ooze. And then I'm making different colorways for April, Krang, Shredder, Splinter, and like a turtle shell, like a forest green with a brown brim.
Oh wow!
Nice. That's
So
awesome.
I have some new colorways for that drop coming. So that's and that takes time too, and hopefully that'll drop before the pack, and then kind of help fund it a little more, so I could put more stuff on that drop.
Awesome.
So yeah,
That's awesome.
So I'm thinking like 2 more months.
Okay.
March, April, then maybe the end of April, maybe, or a little after that. Hopefully, if everything goes well. But with everything that's happened with the military and the warish activities, that even pushed my ooze pre-orders back a little bit because of the shipping. They couldn't ship for like a whole week because the airspace was crowded.
Yep.
So
Interesting.
yeah.
Well, that answers the question there. I mean, figure 2 months. It's gonna be. Let's say you triple your production was before. So in 3 months, you'll be able to buy them off eBay for like $600 a shirt.
Probably. I'm hoping that doesn't happen. I hope it doesn't go too crazy. But man, the way my hats went for the ooze, it was nuts. I mean, they're getting raffled off at crazy prices, man. $200 and 160, and everyone wanted the purple. Everyone wanted purple, man.
I know it sucks to see that, but it creates a demand for the product.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah. So
it's flattering. It's flattering too. So
Yeah.
That's what I was gonna say. That's the biggest form of flattery right there, man.
Yeah.
Someone dropping $600 for something. So yeah.
Well, you know, Moose wants that pack. So if you stop seeing hat reviews for a couple months, Moose is dropping that 600 on that pack.
Yeah.
yeah, man, that flannel, man, and everyone was like, "Oh, let's do the snap." I was like, "Bro, I already tried to get the snaps, but I have to have big MOQs, and I would have to have because I wanted to do a Pac-Man top snap where it looked like Pac-Man. The thing is, I had already worked on that and tried getting it, but to get it from China to my manufacturer in Pakistan was gonna be a nightmare in pricing and MOQ. It just didn't work, and especially if I wanted all the snaps to match, I had to buy them from them, and it was just, and then to ship them, and then it was just going to be a nightmare. And I was just like, you know what, we're not at that level yet.
Yeah.
But people are totally welcome to get custom snaps and do it themselves, you know,
There
which
you go.
everyone's learning how to re-snap their shit. So it's like easy work for everyone if they do it, you know, on their own.
Yep.
All right. Dub, Ant, Chad, you got any other questions for him?
No, man.
No, I just think you did a great job, man. Appreciate you coming on the show.
Yeah, for real. I
Thanks.
wish you all the luck moving forward, dude.
Yeah, definitely.
I'm excited for you, dude. Yeah.
Thanks for coming on.
Yeah,
and
I expect the next time we have you on the show that you'll be up there with the higher ranks of everybody else, and you'll have your own store. Maybe, you never know.
And that's one of the goals. I was gonna say that I got to move out of Cali to do that, and I want to do a storefront warehouse, probably in Arizona or something. But yeah, man, thank you guys for having me on. I appreciate it, and like hopefully the next time I'm on, you know, there'll be a lot more growth, and you guys can see, you know, how I've, you know, expanded the brand.
Yeah, that's what's cool about this. You know, we could do that, you know, down the line.
Yeah,
Awesome.
definitely come back and hang out with us, man, for sure.
Oh yeah, you're a great guest, and
For sure.
everybody who's
I know I have a potty mouth, man. I try not to cuss, but man, that shit
No.
just comes out.
I think we're a little bit
I'd
too
rather
clean
have
on
you
this
do
show
that than
sometimes.
I was in the military. I'm not going to be offended.
Okay, all right.
I'm from New York. You know, that's part of my vocabulary too, bro.
Yeah, all right.
And like I said, I'd rather have you act like you are a real human, who you are genuine, rather than
Exactly.
front up, and then people like, oh, what is this? Like, this guy's false
Yeah,
advertising. Yeah.
So.
Yeah, I mean, you meet me and I'm all talking shit, so it is what it is. You know?
All right. So everybody watching, everybody that's on our side of the Scaly side, everybody go ahead and head over to Facebook and Clutch and Throttle Gear. That'd be great. And do you have any other socials you want to give a shout out on?
I'm on Instagram. I don't really use Twitter, X, but I do have it. I do have TikTok. They took down my shop, but Clutch and Throttle Gear is my main Instagram. So, you know, that's cool. That's my main, you know, and then Clutch and Throttle Gearheads, that's my group.
Yeah.
Check out the group. That's where all the back, you know, the good content is, where I share, you know, a lot of stuff that I'm releasing or I'm going to be working on. So that's a good spot to be in. That group is just, you know, that's home base where I post everything for the most part.
Yeah. Here we go. We got best of luck. Thanks for Clutch. You got other people are chatting in here now. Yep. But yeah, we appreciate it. If you guys, everybody subscribe to our channels as well on our social media. We do have a Gentleman's Roundtable Facebook page. And I got links for everybody's YouTube page in the description as well as in the chat. And any of you guys have any else to say before we leave?
No, man.
Good, man. I'm always open.
Just a pleasure to have you on, and best wishes for your future.
Yeah, if you guys ever have to contact me, just shoot me a message. You know, I'm always available.
Perfect.
Cool deal, man.
All right, Sam.
Appreciate
It was great to actually finally get to meet you. It was a pleasure having you, and you're welcome back anytime. And if you ever want to do a drop or whatever it is, and just send us a message, we'll get you on here.
Yeah.
Hey,
absolutely.
I appreciate it, bro. Thanks, guys.
Absolutely.
All right, everybody. Thanks for tuning in. Next Tuesday, we will not be on. It's St. Patrick's Day. The following Tuesday will be an Off the Brim episode, correct?
Yep. And then on Friday, April 3rd, we'll have another special episode with Chris Boosted from Boosted Brims. And he's been making some really cool stuff that you guys got to check out. Can't wait for that.
He's got the Scream one, and then he did
Scream.
Yeah. Looking forward to that one.
He's a mad scientist for sure, so can't wait.
Yeah, that takes a hidden art for sure.
Oh man, yep,
for sure.
All right, gentlemen, it's been fun. It's been thanks again. The Gentleman Roundtables. We're out. Have a good night, everybody.
Thanks everybody for watching.
Right. Thanks,
everybody.
See ya.